So, hi Utsa, thank you for doing this interview with us. Could you
Hi.
start this interview by telling us something about your childhood, like where you come from, where you grew up?
So yeah, I am a typical Delhi height. I am from Delhi. I have done my schooling from Delhi and then university from Delhi as well. So I am like born in Delhi as well. So I am complete Delhi height. In my childhood, I was a shy person. Like my parents used to know that yeah, she's like chota packet, double dhamaka kind of girl. But in front of others, I was very introvert and I was kind of shy. But in university, I was like, no, I have to, come back with something because that's not how the things work. You can't be like introvert and achieve something because I was never a camera shy person. So I think like I was like, if I need to do something with camera, like in front of camera, then I need to be extrovert, and that's how the camera will, represent my personality. So that's how the journey went through.
Okay, so every person's path to success is unique and different. Can you tell us something about yours, like how you started the page and where it is now?
Yeah, so first of all, I never consider myself successful yet because I just feel like if I consider myself successful, then I will just stop doing or like, doing hard work towards the stuff I'm doing right now because that would be like a benchmark for me that yes, I have achieved it, I am successful, and that's enough. But I don't consider myself successful yet. I just feel like there is a lot to learn, there's a lot to do, like every day I am experiencing and learning new things, so I don't consider myself successful. Yes, regarding the page, like when I started it in the last year of my university, and at that time I have done btech. So in the last year you need to sit at home and get ready for your placements and study for that. So in that time I started for my page thing, and that was like because ghar baithe baithe bore ho rahe the, and how much time you will give to study, you need some entertainment. So I just started with this, and I also started recipe thing because I just felt like putting a picture of a food is just not enough. Like let me, because I just consider myself as an audience, like I also consider myself as a viewer of my page. Like if I'm eating something, my audience should know. If I'm cooking something, my audience should know. So I used to do all this in the story thing in Instagram stories, that yeah, I am I'm just cooking this thing. I used to create very simple recipes like the Maggie. I just feel like everybody can create Maggie, but I used to share that because just so that my audience can connect with me. So that's why, that's how the journey started. And that's what the audience like about me, that they can see what I am doing, and I'm being very honest and very spontaneous in front of the camera. So that's the thing my audience feel like about me. And also if I just don't upload any recipe, they are like, we need your recipes, like audience ping me like, where is the small recipes. So yeah, that's how me and my audience are connected, and I felt like okay, it's good, I can do something in this.
Okay, so with Yum Yum you Eateries, you now get to explore a very diverse range of cuisines. So,
Yeah.
how has your relationship with food changed after you open this page? Like now you get to try a lot of new things. So, how has that changed your perspective on food?
Yeah, earlier when I was not a blogger, I used to go out to a typical restaurant which me and my family are going for like several years, and we used to order the same dish we are ordering since forever, right? So now when I'm a blogger, I'm like, let's try this, let's try that, because like why to stuck on one thing. And I remember like I just go on like trying Korean cuisine, trying Japanese cuisine. I just go out and try because I just feel like if somebody like an audience opens my feed on Instagram, then they should get it like it, they shouldn't see everything what I like. They should get a variety of the stuff, that okay, ye bhi market mein hai, okay, we can eat this, this is what good and something. So I just I try things for my audience, that they should get a brief about it. And also I go to try different street foods. Earlier if you ask me regarding the street food, I would have tried the street food of my area or locality only. But now I go to a different city to try the street food, so that people get to know, okay, yahan bhi ye milta hai, because they need to have a variety on my feed. That's how it has changed being a blogger. Earlier, I was just stuck on one thing, one dish, but now I just try for my audience so that they get a variety and good suggestions.
So you mentioned that you explore street food a lot, or like you go out and you record a lot of people like making food. So are there any interesting stories that you can tell us about? Like for example, you went somewhere and you met someone who is.
Yeah, okay. I got it. So yeah, I recently, like 2 to 3 months back, I went to explore street food in Karol Bagh, and I was going there with my friend. But my friend ditched me at the last moment, and she said, "Okay, wait, I can't come. I will be late. You just stay there at the metro station, and I will reach in 1 hour." And I was like, 1 hour? In 1 hour, I would have completed the whole, market, Karol Bagh market. So I was like, why would I need her? I need my camera, I need myself, I can record. So I just went down the metro station, and whatever street food I was getting, I was recording. So I am a girl. Like, okay, in Delhi, if a girl with a camera is holding a street food and she's making a video, everybody in the market, they, started having a crowd behind me and they were whispering. And I was like, oh, they're talking about me. Oh shit, they are stopped and they are looking at me. So that was really awkward and weird. But all thanks to the mask, I just felt like it's okay. They can't just see my face. I'm totally covered. Like they don't know who I am. So let it be. It is fine. So I was just doing all this for the content, for the audience. And when my friend arrived, I was like, Mera to ho gaya. You see, you go and do whatever you want to. But I remember that I was doing everything alone, because otherwise, if we go and explore the street food, now we are a bunch of 2 to 3 bloggers, and so at that time you feel less awkward. It's fine because your two other people are also doing the same thing, so it's less awkward. But at that time I was doing everything alone, so it became quite awkward. People are like coming, madam ji kya kar rahe ho aap? So that was very awkward for me. I didn't reply, or I was quiet and I was just recording. So yeah, that is an awkward experience with me.
So does this happen often? Like whenever you're recording food videos, do people often tell you or like pass remarks or something?
Yeah, it happens, but at that time, as I said, we are like bunch of bloggers, so it doesn't matter. We are like ignoring them, and we are like cool kids in the market. Like, let it be. They don't know about it. But if you are alone, then definitely all their comments, you can hear it. You focus on them, and it will going to hurt you. Yeah, मैं तो ऐसा कुछ कर ही नहीं रही and all. But yeah, it happens. It feels awkward because it's fine actually. I just feel like because it is new to them. The labor class in the market, or maybe some people who don't even have the access to Instagram, so everything is new to them. And just fashion blogging is normal. Like a model posing is very normal. Okay, she's posing for something, but you're recording food videos. So someone was even saying कि घर जाके बनाओगे क्या ऐसा same जो आप record कर रहे हो. So food blogging is new to them, I just feel like.
Yeah. So you have mentioned on your YouTube channel that you also experiment with food a lot. So was cooking always a passion for you, or did that
No,
become
no.
something after you started this page?
No, after I started this page, because what happened, because I was staying at home when in my last year of the university, I was staying at home and studying, and then I was not able to go out to explore the cuisine, because at that time you have a pressure of placement. So I used to cook at home only. Bahar barish ho raha hai, then you just start making Maggie, and I used to record that thing. So I started with Maggie. I was not able to even make Maggie before. I remember, if my cousins were going to see this interview, they will remember one cousin night what happened. They said, Utsa, you go and make Maggie for us. And I went in the kitchen. I made Maggie, and it was a blunder. My brother came in, and he said, this is maida, Utsa. What have you done to Maggie? It just takes 5 minutes and you're just cooking and cooking. What is this? We're not eating. And I remember I wasted 2 to 3 packets. And at that time, if they want to tease me, they're like, go and make Maggie, go and make Maggie. So I remember I was not even able to make Maggie. When I started with my food channel, I need to upload food content only. Now I can't even upload a fashion content to my page. So at that time, I used to, ask mom how it happens. And one blunder even I have done in the kitchen is like, I caught the kitchen in fire and I screamed the hair and my mom was like, "Aaj ke baad you are not going to cook anything in the kitchen. Stay out of it." And I have done blunders, but all that happened after I started my page. So before that, I was like very new to cooking. I just used to chop things, that's it, or used to stir something.
So, who has been a constant support throughout your journey through this, like, you starting a page and then moving on to YouTube and other media?
My father has been the constant support throughout. He loves to explore. Like if I ask him, okay, let's go to a new restaurant, he will be ready. And he has been the constant support throughout. Like he used to tell me he has a habit of reading newspaper. He used to bring up the article from the newspaper. Look, this thing is famous. You should go out and try this. You should tell your audience your reviews on it. Maybe you just read something on newspaper doesn't mean you like it. So you go out and try it and tell your audience about it. So that's how my father used to support me. And yeah, he has been a constant support. And then later on, my mom also joined us. Like before, she was very new to this, like what is this happening and all. Then later on, when she find out, okay, this happens, okay, this is how the things work, then she also joined us. And now whenever we are uploading a recipe, it's like a teamwork. Like my mom is telling me something, my father is recording, someone is chopping. So it's like a teamwork in the house. And I really enjoyed it. So my parents are now supporting. Earlier, my father was the only one who was like, I am there. You just go and do whatever you want to.
Okay, so how did you get like inspired into like food blogging? So you said that you were in your final year of college, and so obviously there was not a lot to do other than studying. So that's how you
Yeah.
started blogging. But like, what gave you the idea कि नहीं food blogging ही करना है?
Earlier, I tell you, earlier I was very keen to start with the fashion blogging. Like I love to do. I was very into fashion. Like I will do something in fashion or something. But then I just realized that fashion blogging I can't do alone. Like I need a videographer, I need a photographer, I need someone to click my picture. And staying at home was not that simple. I can't just call out someone. Okay, please click my pictures and all. So that was a task for me. Then I was like, okay, kuch to karna hai, let's move to food blogging because food is something like me and the food. That's it. I don't need anyone. If I'm cooking, I can record it from one hand and make it from cook it from other hand. So I started with food blogging, and also I find it very safe option because fashion is like only for girls. Now I will just have the girls audience. Okay, but food blogging is something all generation and everybody would love it. So I thought it's a very safe option to start with. Food to sabko pasand aayega, so I started with food blogging.
So you're also associated with the family-owned Madan Cafe. Could you tell us something
Yeah.
about the history and the struggles that the cafe is currently, facing due to COVID?
Yeah, the cafe is since 1984 and it's family owned. Like my father owned it. But regarding the COVID, like from past 2 years, it has been a struggle because Madan Cafe has always been the foreigner tourist or hippie cafe for the tourists basically. It's in main market Paharganj, so that market is totally for the tourist. Like if get down from the railway station, you have a whole bunch of market of for tourists. So that is how we are facing the struggle because right now there are very less tourists. Like even if there was like 100 tourists in the market before COVID, now there are like 5. So it's very less, and yes, we are facing struggles, but just hoping for the best. And the Madan Cafe has never been for like a Delhi hype because it has always been for the people who are coming to Delhi. We customize food and very pocket friendly, very budget friendly cafe, and very hippie style bohemian. So it has never been we have never been catchy for a Delhi hype. They would never like to visit Paharganj. Okay. But tourists would love to stay in Paharganj and they love the vibe and all. So as tourists are not there, and also it is basically for foreigners, like foreign tourists. So as the flights are shut, we don't have any foreign tourists in the market, and it is a struggle. Trust me, but we can't do anything. COVID is not in control under anyone.
Okay. So like now is the condition improving a little bit because of the
Yeah, yeah. It in November, flights were opened, so we had tourists, but like not much, like 10 in the market kind of thing. But as again, Omicron is there, and there are restrictions, and in other countries it has been locked down. There is no flight, so that's why we are again going to face the same struggle.
All right. So you're also the admin of the page, The Girl with Yellow Bag, which focuses on sustainability and eco-friendly alternatives. Could you tell us something about that page? Also, like what got you started on this, like, your passion for sustainability?
Yeah, so the girl with yellow bag has been, something before Yum Yum Eateries. Yum Yum Eateries was something I, discovered when I was, in my free time, something. But the girl with yellow bag was my dream since my childhood. I used to tell my father, like, when I grow up, I want to open an NGO. And there I will plant, like, I will teach others to plant trees and, tell them how important this is. And even the basic steps, and I started with blogging thing, the girl with yellow bag, because I thought that people of my age who uses Instagram are the less educated about the environment. I tell you, they just open a wrapper of a toffee or something, and they just threw it where they're standing. They don't even look for a dustbin near them. And I have experienced this in my college. Like people used to just open the wrapper and throw it, and I used to ask them, please pick it up, and there is the dustbin in front of you, can you just drop it in there? And they were very, I'm sorry, and they were very, very much like stubborn, that no, we will not, it's not our duty, my father pays tax. I mean, father pays tax doesn't come in, like, come on, do it. And then I used to pick that wrapper in front of the guy and used to throw it in the dustbin, and that's how they felt humiliated, and then they started doing things. And I used to be like, in the college, I used to be called like, oh, please, Utsa, don't start it again. My group of friends used to, when I am talking to someone, they used to leave me behind. Oh, God, ye fir shuru ho gayi, aise karke. But I never felt like, I always felt like it's my job. And I never felt like if someone is, torturing and, telling you, I won't do it. I was like, it's okay, you don't do it. I do it. Someone has to do it. So let me be the first one to pick the wrapper and throw it in the dustbin and teach you some basic steps. So I used to do it. And this has been my dream since childhood, as I told you, because my school was very much into environment. Like, I remember they used to take us to Ridge Road area in Delhi, and our art teacher used to say, okay, go and pick the wrappers. Just imagine a public school student picking the wrappers from the road, and the teacher used to say the number of wrappers, the person with number of wrappers, like more number of wrappers, will get a reward from me. So every all students used to be, ma'am, I have 5, ma'am, I have 10, and like so. So our school has always taught us that this is like, start with the basic. And I remember in front of our school, metro rail was passing. So beneath the metro train, there was a passage or something. There our classes used to plant trees. Like every Friday or something, our school used to take us for plantation drive. And even in our school, when we used to win something, and even we used to win something, we used to get a plant or like a sapling as a reward. Like, okay, this is your reward, instead of chocolates or something. So that's something my school has taught me. And then at home also, my dad and I, every Sunday of a month, we used to go to a nearby park, or maybe a area where there is empty space. So we used to go there and plant the trees. So that's how my dad and my school has contributed in me. And I used to write, dad, I will open an NGO one day. But opening an NGO in India is not a very easy thing. Very documentation requires, and even the money. So that's why I thought, let's start with blogging, and later on, like in later 40s, I will start with the NGO stuff.
Right, that's a lovely idea. So this is about your food page again. So the with the ongoing trend of social media, how difficult or easy do you think it becomes to cut through all the competition as a food blogger?
I just feel like there are pros and cons of everything. As I said, like food, everybody, every generation is going to love it. But at the same time, with the ongoing trends, like if there's a dance video, I can't dance with food, right? I can just make a recipe out of it, or just do two, three hookup tips regarding eating while eating my food. So that's how somewhere food becomes a challenge, because you just can't play with food. You can just make the recipe out of it. And with the other trends like the dance videos and all, as I told you, like there are pros and cons. So
So, what's something that you'd like to tell someone who's looking to start a food page on Instagram?
if someone is starting with food page, I would just tell them, just ask yourself, you want to start with it or you are just bored. Because I in lockdown only, in my family, I saw three new people coming out with food blogging, and they used to ask me like what next and how to do and all. So that's fine. But now, as the lockdown was over, the page is not working. So they were just bored at that moment that they started with the blogging stuff. But I just feel like, ask yourself, you really want to do, or you are just bored at your place or something. It's like a pastime to you. And second, if you get an answer that yes, you really want to do, then just be consistent with the content. Don't have excuses. Like I have seen my friends giving me excuses. I have nothing to upload. Everything is old now. No likes are coming. No comments. I do so much hard work. I'm not uploading now. I just feel like stop making excuses. If there are bad days, there are good days as well. So just keep on doing, and one day you will have so many likes, and one day you will have very less likes. So it's fine. It's a process. It's a technical thing. So just understand the algorithm and just be consistent with it. And yeah, that's it.
So, Utsa, that was the last of my questions.